Selberg.
Hello, thank you everyone for coming.
Hi, Jasmin.
Hi.
My name is Franz Ivan, and here in the Philippines, they call me Mars Franz. Again, mabuhay, and at the same time, welcome to the Philippines. It's been 24 hours since you've been here in the Philippines. My question is, what Filipino characteristic or traits amaze you and why?
The enthusiasm they have, the passion they have for something that they really, well, love and want to support. And also, yeah, it is the unconditional love and support that Filipinos usually show their beloved ones.
And also yesterday, how was your experience back then together with Hannah Arnold in this international competition?
Hannah is just a sweetheart. She's so easy to get along with. She's very, very easygoing, and that means just that you can just like her.
Thank you, and welcome again to the Philippines.
Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to our country, Ms. Jasmin. Okay, my question is, this is your debut here in our country. So, in general, what is your impression about the people, the weather, the food, in general?
Well, first of all, thank you for welcoming me with a typhoon. I haven't experienced that one yet. So it will definitely be very memorable here. But I must say that the weather is very pleasant now that I've adjusted to Southeast Asian weather as well. And well, the people are very kind and loving, and of course, very, very funny. You have so good humor, and I didn't expect anything less from you after my Queen's Camp in Berlin actually teach me so much about the Philippines.
Okay, aside for your participation in the forthcoming Binibining Pilipinas Coronation Night, what do you look forward to gain in your visit here in our country?
So, I always wanted to see Binibining Filipinas ever since I became a big pageant fan as well, because of course my trainers are Filipinos, so they have told me a lot about Binibining Filipinas, and that made me even more excited to come here, because the knowledge that I gather here I really want to make use of to maybe also have our own little pageant in Germany, and that really inspires me.
Any future plan in the next 6 months before you pass your crown to the next Miss International?
Enjoy as much as possible, make as many new friends as possible, travel as much as possible, and just, well, enjoy the crown right now.
Thank you very much. Nice meeting you in person, Jasmin.
Nice to meet you too.
Jasmin, hello.
Hello.
Again, we Filipino pageant fans love you so much. And welcome to the Philippines, Ms. Jasmin.
Salamat po.
During your first day homecoming yesterday, we heard you speaking in Tagalog, few Tagalog words, and we were amazed. May we know whom did you learn this Tagalog words?
So, as I said, my trainers in Berlin, they are Filipino. And so I have been listening to them speak Tagalog around me for like 2.5 years now, ever since 2020 November. And that's how I picked it up. For example, the one of the most spoken sentences I heard was wait lang. So I kind of like to use it too now.
Or any other funny Tagalog words that you learned, aside from those?
Well, yes, Marites for once. So I was introducing myself to Hannah like, "Hi, I'm Marites." And she was very confused. She said, "Wait, your name is not Marites." So it took her a minute to understand what I mean. But after she found out, she was also laughing, of course.
Oh my God, that's so fun. Okay, going to the serious side with Jasmin, a lot of young Filipina women would like to win national or international crown. What advice can you give them? Not only to Filipinas, but all over the world. Every woman in the world who aspire to become a beauty queen like you. What advice can you give them?
So this advice is a general advice, I would say, and it is learn from your surroundings. That means pick up what you see. Also try to think what others would like do in your situation, for example, or what you would do if you were in the situation of another person. So this is how you actually learn. And then that's what I did as well. I went to my first pageant to learn, which is Miss Globe, the title that we also give here, together with Maureen Montaigne. I competed there. And so I really took that to my heart. So I also basically took notes how Maureen was, for example, prepared. And I really adjusted myself to that for my next pageants. And apparently consistency is also key, and never giving up. So if it doesn't work out on the first try, maybe try once more. And also don't lose your passion, because if you're passionate about something, I think you can really conquer the world.
And so,
Hello, Jasmin. Annyeonghaseyo, mabuhay. I'm sorry. Okay, so we do know that you're dating a Korean, right?
That's old news.
You're no longer together?
No.
Oh, isa yun pa.
Filipino men are the best also. Okay. Anyway, but on a scale of 1 to 10, you've traveled to this part of the world. How close is Asia in your heart? And what places in the Philippines would you like to explore?
So Asia, of course, is very, very close to my heart, because every time I came to Asia, I've been to Korea, Japan, and now Southeast Asia, Indonesia, Vietnam, and Philippines. I have always been greeted with so much love and warmth by the people there. And it makes me feel really appreciated as a person. But I also can feel that it's genuine love and genuine kindness that I'm experiencing here, which Europe actually still lacks a bit of, to be honest. So coming to Asia really makes me always feel appreciated, and I want to give the same love back to the people here. So it also gives me a lot of energy and hope for the future.
Right.
Hi, Jasmin. You have now the crown. All eyes on you. What can you say about those girls that really want to inspire or wanted to become like you?
So, as I said earlier, never giving up, being passionate about what you do, and also being consistent are, for me at least, the key ingredients that got me the crown in the end. But it also had to do a lot with my personality development. So when I became well, before I became a pageant queen, I was bullied in school. I felt very insecure. I had a hard time loving myself. I even had depression for a few years. So I know what it's like to be in a bad place, and I don't want to return to that. So when I started beauty pageants, I was just looking for another hobby during the COVID times. And then luckily my training camp from Berlin found me, who are Filipinos. And then I kind of became more and more I started loving myself more because I found out about sides of me that I really wasn't aware of, even that these character traits or personality traits are lingering in me. And it gave me hope for myself and also made my life a lot more positive than it was before. So becoming a beauty queen is not just having a crown on your head, but also the personality and character development you go through while you are competing for a crown, for example. So that is why I say that kindness and the love and support to show one another and to cheer all women, but also cheer all people in general, is very important to me. So every time I see bad comments on the internet, for example, it makes me really genuinely sad, because there's just some things that shouldn't be said out loud, for example, or just some comments that you could actually spare yourself from. For example, I have been a victim of cyberbullying after I was crowned as well. So that was a hard time that made me second guess myself again, because I'm just a human, right? But in the end, I think that sometimes I also call comments out, which makes people surprised actually. And then they're like, "Oh, Queen, I didn't know you would respond." So it actually makes me think, like, if you wouldn't say the thing that you comment on the internet to someone in person, or know that that person will read your comment, why even comment that? And why even share this negativity on the internet? So, yeah, that's my 2 cents.
How would you describe your Miss International journey so far?
It is a fountain of happiness and love. That's how I would describe it. So it's been almost 6 months now since I've been crowned, and I have been traveling a lot. I've been 7 weeks in total in Germany this year. So thinking of how many months have already passed, I've only been less than 1.5 months at home. And but I'm really appreciative of it, because this is like currently the time of my life, and I really want to experience as much as possible and also influence as much people as possible with the positivity that I intend to share to the world.
Thank you. My second question is, what was your impression of the Philippines before you came here?
That you're all very funny people. Good sense of humor, and of course also that you are very enthusiastic about beauty pageants. So I already kind of was hoping, like, okay, maybe they will influence me with their happiness and their positivity.
Thank you.
When you won your crown, and right after you were crowned, you were thrust directly in front of the media to answer their questions. And
I was so tired.
Yeah, you were so
could
tired.
see it in the pictures.
At what point did the feeling sink in that you have already won?
Actually, it was months after. Like, I mean, of course you realize, okay, I won the title now, but it was really when I started doing my first media visits, so that it began to sink in that I'm Miss International now.
Just one more question. You have mentioned that you have Filipino trainers, but are there Filipino beauty queens that you look up to, you idolize?
Of course, Maureen Montaigne, and also Catriona Gray, who I'm going to see soon, and that makes me really excited. So when I saw that she will be the host for Binibining Pilipinas, I was like, oh my god, I'm meeting my idol, on top of getting to check off that I finally can watch Binibining Pilipinas live.
Wow.
So I really hope that I get to take a picture with her, of course, and have some little bonding time as well, because her "You're never denied, but only redirected" sentence she said really inspired me back then.
Ang ganda ng crown mo.
Wow! Hi, Stephen!
Konnichiwa. Arigatou gozaimasu.
All right, first of all, Stephen, thank you then for joining us and kompleto. All right, guys, and we would like to thank Binibining Filipinos Charities Incorporated. Would like to thank our presenters.